Hello, I'm Carrie Hennessy, and welcome to The Dirt.
It is a glorious spring day at Johnson's Nursery. Birds are returning from their annual migration, and Mother Nature is providing a welcome home feast for them. Stay tuned to learn how to invite them to your yard and create a birdscape. You can still fill the feeders with seeds and nuts to bring birds closer to a viewing area, but in spring and summer, they really prefer a carnivorous diet. The best way to attract birds is by installing plants that also attract insects. Now, insects are often unfairly judged as being pests of the garden, but in fact most of them are quite beneficial. They're an important part of a balanced ecosystem, especially when creating a birdscape, because if you want the birds, you gotta have the bugs.
Insects are essential to the diet of baby birds. Selecting certain trees for your yard will give you a distinct advantage when making a bird haven. Maple and hickory trees are excellent for shade, and birds will forage for insects in the leaf buds and bark. The more dappled shade of birch trees hides bugs inside catkins and small seeds.
I love anything with flowers that will blow a sweet fragrance into an open window or make me stop for a second sniff. But sometimes the best plants for a bird garden are the ones with stinky flowers. Hawthorn trees, dogwoods, viburnums with their musky scented flowers are magnets for certain insects. You'll see birds like purple finches, bluebirds, and cardinals digging in the blossoms for a lunch.
Perennials also do their part in providing an insect buffet. Complete your bird garden with the bright colors of milkweed, blazing star, aster, goldenrod, and purple cone flowers. These sun-loving perennials can easily be grouped around trees and shrubs to keep all the action in one corner of the yard. Fruit is another summer food source. Pagoda dogwoods and elderberry shrubs do double duty. Not only do their flowers house tasty insects, but those flowers become tasty fruit in mid to late summer.
I always say the easiest way to start a bird garden is by installing a serviceberry. Whether it's a tall multi-stem specimen like this Allegheny serviceberry or a smaller shrub species, it's an easy way to attract fine feathered friends to your yard. You'll enjoy the clean white flowers in early spring. The birds will love it for the bugs. Then in June, cedar waxwings and robins will pick the fruit clean. True story, I once almost got hit in the head by a robin as he was zooming in to get his meal, so be careful when you're passing it in June.
Plants that provide shelter and nesting materials are another important component of a birdscape. Little and big bluestem grasses are the perfect texture for nesting material. Birds will also take the peeling strips of ninebark shrubs. Crabapple trees and pines provide excellent cover and have branches with ideal crotch angles to build a nest in.
I saved the best birdscaping plant for last. If you want to attract a lot of birds to the yard, plant an oak tree. Oak trees are home to more types of insects, thus more types of birds than any other tree in Wisconsin. And the acorns will also feed nut-loving birds and small animals later in the season. If you don't like the mess acorns make, try a chinkapin oak. The acorns are so tasty on that one that hardly any will hit the ground.
If you want to attract more elusive birds like orioles, scarlet tanagers, or hummingbirds, hang nectar feeders or fruit from tree branches. A coconut cut in half and suspended with wire will lure scarlet tanagers down from the higher branches. Cut oranges in half and impale them on branches to enjoy the view of orioles stopping for a treat.
Finally, if you don't live near a natural water source, you need to have a bird bath. Use a scrub brush to remove any gross buildup and fill it with fresh water daily. Bird baths come in many different colors and materials, so they add a functional and beautiful accent to the garden. Thanks for watching today. Increasing the bird population in your yard can be as easy as planting a single tree. Then add a couple shrubs and some perennials for color, and suddenly you have an inviting bird habitat for the summer. A bench placed nearby and some patience will reward your efforts. I'm Carrie Hennessy. Thanks for watching The Dirt.
Follow The Dirt at johnsonsnursery.com, Facebook, or subscribe on YouTube.